Hey folks, welcome back. It's been a little bit. A few days ago I recorded, I think, 4 videos and put them up as reception would allow. Reception has been rather horrible here. So thank you for being patient. Thank you for any new subscribers. So I had every intention of making a video yesterday, and I made the mistake of sitting down and putting my feet up, folks. Yeah, I woke up this morning. So, things don't get done that way, right? The body does get a chance to recoup, though, so that was good. I needed the rest. So, tonight, I would like to answer some questions some of you folks have been asking. And some of these have been on here as in comments from several videos back to several months worth of videos back, and some have been from new subscribers. So, one question I have been expecting to get asked was, why do I look around so much? A lot of times I look behind me, a lot of times I'm looking out to the side, and when I am talking to you on the cell on a tripod I've called Wilson, right? Wilson the second. I am looking beyond it, right straight in front of me, fanning out with my eyes as I speak. Now, the reason I do that, folks, is, well, for several reasons. When you live in the woods, where I do, right, there are bear. There's a lot of predators around. Now, I'm a good old country gal, and I'm a little bit older than, 55, right? So I'm 56, and I've grown up in the woods, so really nothing phases me. The older I get, the less phases me in the woods, right? Well, sometimes while I am doing a video, something will catch my eye out through the brush, out through the bushes, or I hear something out back here. Now, when I film up to the other end of my garden by the compost bins, something moves back and forth, and it's not a bird or a squirrel or a chipmunk, folks, or a rabbit or my birds. It's a bigger creature. I'm just going to call it a creature. It's a bigger creature, and it likes to watch me, right? So I can see things moving, and even though nothing has ever bothered me here, sorry folks, I just gave my birds, a couple of cups of cracked corn, so they're all fighting for it, even though I strung it in a great big long line down my driveway, so they have plenty of space to eat it. The geese like to dominate the corn, right? So anyway, I forgot where I was, folks. Oh, I've had bear up on my deck several times. I've had them do this up on my front door, and you can see the nose marks and the brisket of the animal and the paw marks where they just leaned right up and gave a good look inside my house, right? That's happened quite a few times. It happens at least once a year anyway. And of course I had to go out the back door because I had a skunk on my front deck. And it's just chasing bobcat and all kinds of weasels, minks, fishers, away from owls, just away from my homestead, right, where I have my birds. None of that phases me, folks. What is going to hurt me? Nothing is going to hurt me, folks. Nothing is. But I do like to know what is around, and if something's moving over here that you can't see, but over here where it's real thick, or over there where it's real thick, or between the garden and the bog where it's real thick, when I see movement, I'd kind of like to know what it is. If I feel like I am being watched, I'd kind of like to get a sneak peek at it, okay? So that's why I scan a lot. if you are in the woods, you need to know your surroundings, just like when you're in the city, you need to know your surroundings too. But it's just a different type of beast, as you will. In the city, it's probably human. Out here, it's probably an animal, right? So I hope that answers your question. The second question is, why did I name this channel Hippie Chick? Hippie Chick Off-Grid Maine. I did answer this question quite a while back. I think it was way last winter, but I'll answer it again for you new subscribers. I am not a hippie. I am not a hippie. I don't consider myself a hippie. I don't act like a hippie. Whatever hippies act like, I'm just who I am, folks. People put names on me. People put a lot of names on me, folks. Whether you like me or not, or you understand me or not, you know, I have all kinds of names. And a chick? I'm not a chick. I'm maybe a 56-year-old chick. I should have put hippie old lady or something, because I feel pretty old a lot of days. So, hippie chick was something one of the young workers down to the only local store in a little tiny itty-bitty town. I would go in with a bandana, and she would always ask me, what have I been doing today? And I would tell her what I've been doing out in the garden or firewood or whatever. And we'd always hold conversations, always been intrigued by foraging, and I just brought a bunch of achocha down to her while she was working. She really appreciated that. So she started calling me Hippie Mama. Hippie Mama. So all the young kids that worked in that store and currently work in that store call me Hippie Mama. So, you know, that's just the way it is. So once one of them called me, the day that I created my channel, they called me Hippie Chick. And then they add the mama, you know, as an afterthought. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? I'll just call my channel Hippie Chick Off-Grid Maine. That's how that came about. Just that simple, folks. Just that simple. I have a chicken, a hen with a comb that's flopped over. I just call it Floppy. That just came to me one day, so Floppy, that's her name. That's how simple-minded I am, folks. So another question I've gotten is why I don't go live like a lot of channels. I don't go live, and I've covered this in a few of my videos before, and at the beginning of this one, actually. Reception is like really, really, really bad here, folks. And it's getting worse. The reception is getting worse, so it's harder and harder and takes longer and longer to even post a video to YouTube. Excuse me. So that's another reason why the videos are, you know, getting further and further between, because I can record like I'm doing now, and I can, you know, edit if I feel there's any editing that needs to be done. And then I could throw it up on YouTube, right? But sometimes it takes 2 days, folks, for that to load up. Even if I go somewhere where there's internet connection or high-speed internet, there's something going on with YouTube where things are just loading up really, really slow. So sometimes I'm like, well, that video wasn't even worth waiting this long for, so I would just stop the download, folks. So we'll see. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube. I can see it if I was talking shit hit the fan that and this and prepper this and bashing everything, you know, bashing the government, bashing the economy, bash. I can see it if I was doing that, but I'm talking homestead, folks. I'm just talking homestead common sense. So I don't think it's that. I don't think it's because of my material. Maybe it is. But there's something really wrong with the reception here. And nothing has changed, folks, on my end, so I'm not really sure. So there's that, folks, alright? I've had a few emails. I have not checked all my emails, folks. I just haven't. It's been insanely busy. I've been really, really tired. Work has been a challenge, and I get home and then there's firewood and there's chores, and I'm not getting any younger, folks, and it's getting fall, so my body is trying to adjust to, you know, the length of sunlight we get and all of that. So, and it's mercifully hot, folks. It's just really sticky, really sticky. So, I am going to say that, you know, people want this and that for YouTube videos. They do. They want a lot of explanation. They want me to go into great depth. They want me to do a lot of demonstrating, and I've covered this before as well. I just don't have time, folks. I don't have time to do that. And there are a lot of other videos, other channels out there that you can go watch that do go step by step, and you know, they've got the right setup to do that, and they could make a much longer video, and maybe their internet connection is a whole lot better than mine. So I really try to keep it within that 10-minute time frame. I really, really try. I know sometimes it gets a little more than that, but rarely ever, right?